Today, I'm sharing my 4-year experience with nationwide pet insurance. If you've been considering pet insurance or are wondering if nationwide is the right choice, this review will cover all the details, both good and bad. I am the Cat Butler, and my 2 cats, Teemo and Arya, both have had nationwide pet insurance for over 4 years, since they were babies. This review stands out because it captures the reality of pet insurance over a long-term period. Many pet insurance reviews only cover the early years, when premiums are generally lower and pets are often in good health, leading to fewer claims. These initial experiences tend to paint a positive picture because claims may be processed quickly and the cost feels justified. However, as pets age, premiums can increase, health issues can become more frequent, and claim experiences may vary. In my 4-year review of nationwide pet insurance, I'll be breaking down the actual numbers to give you a clear picture of what to expect financially. I'll cover the premiums I've paid each year, how much I've been reimbursed for claims, and the total cost of my pet's vet care over this period. This detailed approach will help you see not just how Nationwide's costs have changed as my pets have aged, but also how their coverage has measured up against real-life expenses. Whether you're wondering if pet insurance is a good long-term investment, this review aims to give you all the information you need to decide for yourself. I got pet insurance 4 years ago, mostly because I wanted peace of mind. I wanted to know my pets would be covered in emergencies without me stressing over unexpected bills. So I chose Nationwide My Pet Protection with Wellness Plan for my cats because it offered comprehensive coverage. Everything from accidents and illnesses to routine wellness care. The plan boasts a generous 90% reimbursement rate, a $7,500 maximum annual benefit, and a $250 deductible, making it a solid choice for full protection. Plus, I got it through my employer, which came with a nice 5% discount and an additional 5% discount for having 2 cats on the policy. Now, one thing to keep in mind, like most pet insurance, is that this plan doesn't cover pre-existing conditions. In other words, any health issues or illnesses my cats had before enrolling aren't eligible for coverage, so any treatments for those would be out of pocket. So usually, the best time to start pet insurance is when they are kittens. Now that you're familiar with my coverage, let me give an honest opinion of the claims process. As for claims, filing claims was easy. You just go to their website, fill out their form, and attach the receipt of the vet bill. And within 1 to 2 weeks, you're reimbursed for 90% of the vet bill. Very straightforward and easy. Nationwide never gave me a hard time for trying to reimburse me. Now let's talk about cost. Over the years, the premium has increased. I started at $542.94 per year in 2020 to $1,274.08 in 2024. You can see that in 2024, that was the largest jump in premiums at a 65.4% increase, with 5% of the jump attributed to me losing the 5% discount from my employer. I expected the premiums to increase as Teemo and Arya grew older, but didn't expect a huge jump in year 4. Usually, your pet insurance increases primarily due to the age of your pet and inflation in your area, but this doesn't explain the huge jump in 2024. So I did some digging, and I think I have several answers. One of the reasons for Nationwide in particular is that some of their older insurance plans have been unprofitable for the company. For example, in 2021, Nationwide discontinued offering 90% reimbursement and unlimited maximum benefit to new customers, while grandfathering the plan to existing customers. Then in summer of 2024, Nationwide announced it was dropping about 100,000 policies between now and next summer to keep up with spiraling costs in vet care. Looking on Reddit, a lot of these policies that were not renewed are people with older pets that have the whole pet with wellness plan, which does not have a maximum benefit cap. This plan was probably super unprofitable for Nationwide, and they wanted to remove people with that plan. This is the one thing that I dislike about pet insurance. Every year, companies can choose not to renew your policy due to factors like reaching a certain age or changes in coverage terms by downgrading your policy, leaving pet owners to scramble to find another insurer. Unlike human health insurance, pet insurance excludes pre-existing conditions, meaning any serious illnesses like cancer or chronic conditions will not be covered under a new policy. This leaves pet owners with limited options, forcing them to either pay out of pocket for expensive treatments or forego care altogether. Older pets are at a stage in life where they require more medical attention, and losing coverage during this critical period feels like an abandonment of responsibility by the insurer. As for my case, it's possible Nationwide raised my price to make my plan more profitable to them. The second reason is the rising cost of veterinary care. As people take better care of their pets, advancements in veterinary medicine such as MRIs, chemotherapy, and other technologies have driven up costs. In addition, labor shortages and higher wages for veterinary staff have further increased clinic expenses, which are then reflected in our insurance premiums. Another cause contributing to the rise in vet costs is a significant consolidation in recent years, with large corporations and private equity firms acquiring independent clinics to capitalize on the growing demand for pet care. For example, Mars Incorporated owns major networks like VCA Animal Hospitals, Banfield Pet Hospital, and Blue Pearl Specialty and Emergency Pet Hospital, making it a dominant player in the field. While corporate ownership can standardize care and streamline operations, it often leads to higher service costs as companies prioritize profit. Speaking to vets who work at these chains, I've been told they were told to see more pets, order more tests, and upsell wellness plans and food to increase profit. Now that we have covered the costs, I'll go over how much I spent on vet care for Teemo and Arya and the amount I was reimbursed by Nationwide Pet Insurance. If you enjoyed this video so far, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We make videos on helping you become the best cat owner, so please join us. Having a pet is not cheap. Routine checkups, vaccinations, and preventative care add up quickly, but unexpected expenses such as life-threatening emergencies can be especially costly. Here is Teemo and Arya's medical expenses over the years. Let's start with Teemo first. After 4 years, Teemo has had over $4,893.24 in vet bills. Some of these include a neuter, an x-ray, because Teemo fell and landed on his back, and I wanted to be sure he did not damage his spine, blood tests, and a teeth cleaning. I was reimbursed at 90%, which was $3,503.92. The 10% unreimbursed amount was $389.32, and roughly $1,000 went towards the deductible. A side note, the 2024 policy starts on December 1st, so that is why there are no bills in 2024. Now let's talk about Arya. Unfortunately, she had a couple life-threatening emergencies. Her vet bills over 4 years totaled $10,932.08. Some of these included a spay, x-rays and ultrasound because she swallowed something that could have caused blockage, medication for illness, blood tests, and a teeth cleaning. A lot of these late night visits to the ER were unavoidable, and in those cases, I was glad I had pet insurance for Arya. I was reimbursed at 90%, which was $8,939.87. The 10% unreimbursed amount was $993.21, and roughly $1,000 went towards the deductible. As you can see, overall, pet insurance has been a net positive for my cats, if you look at the amount paid out and the premiums I paid. I really value customer service, and Nationwide has one of the best customer service for a pet insurance company. If I have questions, I always prefer speaking to customer service over the phone. I find it easier to clarify complex issues and resolve them quickly. Some of the other pet insurance companies do not have a phone option, so trying to fix a problem you may have can be frustrating. To sum it up, here are the pros and cons from my 4-year experiences with Nationwide Pet Insurance. The pros: good coverage. Everything from accidents and illnesses to routine wellness care. Some pet insurance only covers accidents and illnesses. Plan is very straightforward. No gotchas that would deny you coverage. Claims process has been easy, and they don't nickel and dime you by denying your claims. Customer service is excellent. The cons: premiums have increased sharply over time, which happens for other pet insurance as well. The chance that Nationwide may not renew or downgrade your policy as your pet ages, leaving you and your pet in a bad situation. Overall, I'd say my 4-year experience with Nationwide Pet Insurance has been positive for now. The amount of vet costs have equaled or exceeded the amount of premiums I pay. And I like that getting your vet bills reimbursed is hassle-free and easy. Personally, if I didn't have pet insurance, I may not have been able to cover the unexpected bills. There were times I had to rush Arya to the emergency room, and I was thankful I had pet insurance because I had no clue what the bill could have been. Teemo and Arya mean the world to me, and I would spare no expense to keep them healthy. But as my pets age, I worry if one day my pet insurance may become too expensive to afford. So I recommend putting away money into a saving account in the event your pet insurance policy does not renew your pet or downgrades your policy. I think pet insurance is good when your pet is young. And back many years ago, before vet costs became so high, it was good when your pet was old, because pet insurance companies did not jack up rates as aggressively. I had a friend whose dog had cancer, and pet insurance really helped with the bills. But as of today, I'm not sure how expensive pet insurance would be for my cats when they are old, and if it is worth it as opposed to putting money away in a savings account. Getting pet insurance requires doing the math. It may work in some situations and may not work in others. Remember that when you get pet insurance for a young pet, carefully research and choose the right provider from the start, as switching later can be difficult due to exclusions for pre-existing conditions. So research and pick the most reputable company. If you want a video that breaks down pet insurance, I'll link it in the description below. Anyways, I hope this review helps. Drop any questions in the comments, or you can share your experience with Nationwide.